Harsh environments. We like to complain about roads. Often each spring we see many craters. But Tony Cecutti, the city's general manager of growth and infrastructure, acknowledged that this year has been especially bad, and there are several factors that contribute to what he calls asphalt anarchy.
Asphalt anarchy. That's interesting.
There's a lot of good zingers in this
Wow.
Sudbury Star article.
Okay.
He says the freeze-thaw cycle is partly to blame, but doesn't that seem like an excuse? Because we're not the only place that has freeze-thaw cycles. Am I right?
We are definitely not the only place. Anyone, even south of us to a certain extent, and definitely north of us, in the entire world would have the same freeze-thaw cycles as we do. Correct.
Mm-hmm. And again, Cecutti said, I introduced a motion to apply funds to roads, increase the roads budget, because the winter we just experienced has been so harsh on the roads, and I want to be certain that if there are any available monies in corporation, not currently earmarked for new capital projects, that some of those excess dollars be used to remediate roads.
So he wants to use whatever money that's left.
Scraping the change.
Yeah, that's not going to other kind of projects that are in the queue.
Mm-hmm. Now, both of us were kind of in agreement on this. We don't think necessarily a few more bucks is going to turn the corner.
Yeah.
When it comes to roads.
Just money alone doesn't solve problems. Mm-hmm. If you look at the the core issue, you'd have to understand what's going on, like why the roads are the way they are, and is it only money that's going to solve
exactly
those problems? Are there other factors as well that are involved with our road dilemma?
Yeah. You know what else he said, which I liked? He said some of the roads in Sudbury could stand in for a war zone in the next film shoots.
Yeah.
That's true. Some of them do look like they've been shelled.
Yeah.
And then repaired, patchy repaired. That's to say nothing negative about the crews that do the work.
No, we're not dissing on anybody at all, but we all experience driving. I know yesterday was like horrific going to the Sudbury Wolves game, and just I felt like it would be an Olympic event to be in a race and then also avoid potholes at the same time. I thought, this would be an interesting race, or if they added it as an Indy 500 kind of.
Yeah. Well, he points to that. He says
event.
You literally need to zigzag down the street to avoid damaging your vehicle.
Yeah, no, it's true.
My niece can't go biking or skateboarding without hurting herself.
Oh,
yeah. I mean, it's
try,
true.
Try skateboarding on our pothole-infested roads. That's
you can't.
impossible.
There's a reason why there aren't many skateboarders around town. They're all in the parks, but
for sure,
they aren't around town. And growing up, you always skateboarded on the road.
For sure. I don't know
but now you can't do it.
No. But I don't know if you find the same thing where when you're driving and you know how you look ahead and you kind of see
you plan ahead.
You plan ahead. You go, okay, the light's going to turn yellow, red. What am I going to do? Adjust your speed, all these things. And I'll look ahead and I see a series of big potholes and I can see them, 100 yards ahead. And that's just when the car on the other lane is, and it's going to be timed perfectly when I'm going to be going right by those potholes. So I won't be able to go in the other lane.
Yeah,
it just seems to happen more times than not.
It's almost like when you're delivering a pizza, you park in the driveway, and the person always seems to get home just when you get there.
And
like that.
They need to get in the driveway.
Yeah, and they need to be in the driveway. Yeah, I have experience with that. So,
well, I have experience whenever I'm in a parking lot, like it's the grocery store or whatever, and the whole grocery store could be filled with cars, but the one space that's open has the person right next to it with the door fully open and they're loading their groceries in. Yeah. So I
you can't get in.
I'm like, out of all the cars in the whole.
Sure.
That's the place where somebody is putting their stuff.
That makes sense.
Does it make sense?
Yeah, it's like Murphy's Law.
That's Murphy's Law. I'd like to know who's in charge of that. But anyways, it's what was the new phrase that was coined? Remember about this pothole situation?
Asphalt anarchy.
Asphalt anarchy, yes.